Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my to-be read pile for October and November 2018. So, before I head into my October-November TBR pile, let's talk about my previous TBR, which was August and September. Do I got that right? Do I got the months correct? Yes, I hope so. August and September went very, very well. I kind of had my concerns. I wouldn't be able to squeeze everything out in time, but I did. And guess what? I got done early for once. I got done with a TBR early for once, that I was able to kind of start this month's TBR a little bit earlier, so that way I can add in a few extra books, if you will. But yeah, my previous TBR for August and September are really, really good. Some really fascinating good books in that pile. I was pretty happy with everything. Everything that I read will eventually pop up as a book review. I say this every time. I only do like 3 book reviews a month, so yeah, they kind of start getting backlogged a little bit, but I will eventually do book reviews for everything that I've read. Let's get going with October and November TBR. I'm pretty stoked about some of my things here. First up, what I want to tackle, because I've been trying to do a series for every TBR recently, because I'm so far behind on series. First up, what I want to tackle is the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan, and this is 5 books consisting of The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, The Mark of Athena, The House of Hades. And by the way, I've heard nothing but craziness about the House of Hades, that it made people cry. Am I gonna cry, you guys? And then the last book in the series is The Blood of Olympus. And yeah, these books are gigantic. I didn't realize these books were this freaking huge, because they're, I was looking and most of them are around 500, 600 pages. Good freaking God. But that's okay. These are middle grade books. If you don't know about Rick Riordan tends to write middle grade fiction, and he tends to have some sort of mythological thing. And my understanding, correct me if I'm mistaken, because I really don't know much about the Heroes of Olympus series. This takes place in the world of Percy Jackson, but with different characters, correct? Because from the synopsis, it sounds like it still takes place at Camp Half-Blood. But yeah, following different characters that are not Percy and Annabeth and Grover and whatnot, right? Am I correct? But yeah, I love the Percy Jackson series. I love the Kane Chronicles, that's also by Rick Riordan. I just really love his fiction and how he handles mythology with young people. You know, he makes mythology really fun and interesting, and kind of, you can understand it, you know, because mythology is so complex with the family trees and whatnot, but he makes it so fun and entertaining. So yeah, I'm definitely very, very excited to get to the Heroes of Olympus series. These should be very, very fun, I'm hoping. I've heard nothing but good things about this series, to be quite honest. I don't think I've really heard anything terribly negative about it. After I read the Heroes of Olympus, I want to tackle Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel by, I don't know, who wrote this? There's no author on the front. By A.W. Jantha, I guess? Something like that. Yeah, Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel. You guys, if you can't tell, inspired by the very, very popular cult classic movie Hocus Pocus that was released like back in 1993, I want to say. I love Hocus Pocus, you guys. It's like one of the all-time best Halloween movies, in my opinion, as cheesy and corny as it is on occasion, but it's so good. It makes me sad and emotional every time when you get to that ending. But yeah, this is a book that just kind of recently came out this year. I'm hoping that I finish Heroes of Olympus in time, that that I am literally kind of reading this book at the very end of October, just in time for Halloween. That would be absolutely perfect if I've timed all of this out correctly. My understanding, because when I was flipping through this book, the first little chunk of the book is essentially the movie in just written format. But then the rest of it takes place, it says 25 years later. Following Max and Allison's 17-year-old daughter Poppy as she finds herself face to face with the Sanderson sisters. So somehow the Sanderson sisters, they're coming back from the dead once again, you guys. I have my concerns about this, that this might be a little stupid. If so, oh well, I've read it at least, because my interest was definitely piqued with this. So yeah. Have any of you guys read this? I'm very curious how you guys feel about this book, because I have my concerns, but I think I'll still enjoy it at the end of the day. Next, a book that I'm very, very, very excited to get to. Seriously, I cannot wait to get to this book. I'm absolutely dying. Is The Romanov Empress by C.W. Gortner. And this is historical fiction, telling the story of, I have to look at her name because I can't pronounce it at all. I'm still not going to be able to pronounce it correctly. This is told from the point of view of Maria Feodorovna. Feodorovna? If someone's Russian, please tell me how to pronounce her name, because I have never been able to pronounce her name. Anyway, Maria Feodorovna, she was the mother of Tsar Nicholas II, the last Tsar of Russia. Yeah, she was kind of one of the few surviving members of the Romanov dynasty. She was able to get out of there. So yeah, I'm very thrilled and excited to read a book told from her points of view. I'm going to assume this is going to be about her life, you know, when she is Empress of Russia, and then, yeah, the revolution, and then her life after the revolution and whatnot, the aftermath and all that. So yeah, I cannot wait to get to this. You guys, like I said, I am dying to read it. Next on my agenda is another book related to the Romanovs. I don't know how this worked out, you guys, but yeah, I have this piece of nonfiction. This is The Race to Save the Romanovs by Helen Rappaport. I don't even think this is showing up on the screen. Let me put it up a little closer. Yeah, this is historical nonfiction. I have previously read quite a number of books by Helen Rappaport where she's done a lot of research about the Romanovs, and I have loved every single thing that she has come out with. So I have absolute faith and certainty that I am going to love this book. She just has such a way with writing nonfiction that it's never boring or dry, especially when it comes to the Romanov family and whatnot. But yeah, her last book that I read, it was The Romanov Sisters. That was entirely about the Romanov sisters, their daily life and whatnot. And yeah, this, The Race to Save the Romanovs, pretty much all of the attempts to try to save the Romanovs that occurred, because there were many plots and attempts to try to save them, but yeah, ultimately, as we know, nothing ever fell through to save them. And yeah, I'm very curious to learn more about that side of things, because I know so much about the Romanovs, but yeah, I really am not that familiar with kind of all the attempts and the plots to help save them and whatnot. So yeah, I must get to this immediately, you guys. Next, I have As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride by Carrie Yules. Is that how his last name is pronounced? Yules? I used to pronounce it Elwes, but someone told me it was like Yules or something. So yeah, this is nonfiction. About the Making of the Princess Bride by Carrie Yules. I love The Princess Bride, you guys. I remember the first time I watched the movie, I was in 10th grade, if I'm not mistaken. My teacher, she had like a bad headache that day. She wasn't feeling too good, so she kind of popped in this movie. I was like, what the hell, The Princess Bride? And yeah, when it first opens, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna hate this movie. Little did I know that Princess Bride, by the time the movie ended, it would be one of my favorite movies. So I'm definitely very excited to get to this, learn more about the making of The Princess Bride. I was just kind of looking through and it looks so fun and entertaining. And in the inside, you guys, under the book flap is this cool little poster. And yeah, Wesley and Buttercup are in there. I thought that was really cool. And you guys, I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm not really quite sure if I have time to squeeze out one other book. My hope is that I can kind of fly through the Heroes of Olympus, even though they're gigantic books. I'm kind of hoping that I can read a lot in one sitting since it is middle grade fiction, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a TBR jar pick. I don't know if this is a bad idea or not. Hopefully I pick out something kind of short because I don't really have time to read something really long because I have enough books here as it is. So yeah, let's pick out something from my TBR jar. As always, this is the most exciting part of the TBR, I think. Picking out randomly because you never know what you're going to pick. What is it? A book I have already read. Let's try again, you guys. Open. This is another book I've read. I had to do a double take. I was like, have I read that book? Yes, I've read that book. Okay, let's put that up too. I need to update my TBR jar because a lot of times I just put in every book. Okay, hopefully this is something I've not read yet. Hopefully, three times the charm, you guys, right? Okay, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Let me see if I can even find this book. Okay, the book that I have picked from my TBR jar, it's in another bedroom right now that I can't even get into at the moment, unfortunately, so I don't have the physical book with me. So I'll put a cover. I'll put the cover of the book over here. And the book is Deva and Flee by Mo Williams. And since I don't have the book in front of me, I can't really think what it's about. It's about it's a dog and a cat, right? I think it's about a dog and a cat. It's a bit of a, it's not entirely a picture book, but there are some pictures in it. But it's just a cute little book that we found, and I was like, oh, I have to read this. So yeah, I'll put the cover over here. Like I said, I can't really remember too much about it, but it's a very, very tiny book. It is absolutely perfect for what I need for this TBR. You guys, like I said, I have a lot of books to read here. I needed something very, very tiny, and it is. It's a very tiny book that I'll be able to get through in most likely a day. So that's it for my TBR for October and November. I cannot wait to get to all these books. I'm very thrilled and excited to get to all of them. I think I have some really good options for these 2 months. So in the comments below, what are you guys planning on reading? Have you read any of the books that I have? Do you plan on reading any of them? Just let me know your thoughts down below. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.